So I moved back to the US. I stayed in Guyana for the first 4 months. My intentions, was to stay there for a year. After the first 30 days, I realized that I didn't want to be there. And then when October rolled around, I enjoyed myself. I got to see my family. I went to the beach. I took my kids out. It was really nice. And I was really happy. Um, and then I went back to the States in November for couple weeks, like 1 or 2 weeks. And I realized how much I missed the US. So I decided that I'm not going to spend the year. I'll just wait till the kids finish school and Christmas. So I came back in January. Um, I just want to do what was best for my kids. You know, they get to go outside every day because of the warm weather. And my daughter, she didn't show interest in her education. And I want to give her a reality check and show her a totally different environment that she can experience in the U.S. When she went down there, she saw how serious the children took their education. She saw how serious the children respect authority and the culture. And she had a reality check. Now, since I bring her back to the U.S., she takes her schoolwork more seriously. Um, but the American attitude is still there. So I still got to keep her in check. When I was in Guyana, I didn't have to keep her in check. She act like the children in Guyana. Respect authorities, respect your parents. But when I come back, she still act like she started to act back American. But the schoolwork she took seriously. I had two older children, and they're not really that old. My daughter's 9 and my son is 5. I applied for charter schools for them here in the U.S. And my daughter, she didn't get in. She got into 2 waiting lists for a charter school. And my son got into the charter school, so I'm really happy. He got into 2 charter schools. I decided to take him to the school that was closer to my house. And also because most of the kids there were, they tell you about the different races at the charter school, so it was mixed. The other charter school was, most of the children were white, and I wanted him to feel more comfortable. And I wanted to feel comfortable, so I chose the school that had more black students inside. So so I'm very thrilled about it. I have to wait next year for my other kids to get into the charter school because they have a new rule that they will put siblings first. I mean, that's about it. I didn't miss the snow. If I don't know if I said it before, I think I did. I'm allergic to the cold now. When it gets very cold, my body swells up. I gotta constantly keep my body warm in the wintertime. So the cold is not good for me. Neither is the heat. When it's extremely hot, I break out in hives. So I guess when I get older, I like where I am. I like living in Pennsylvania. So I guess when I'm older, I'll probably get like a little condo somewhere when the weather is a little warm, maybe Georgia, Virginia, North Carolina. I'm not gonna live anywhere else. I'm gonna stay in the U.S. I like living in the United States. I also um I was going to say I was not born in the United States. I was going to tell you where I was born, but I'll leave that for a next video. I am not born in the United States. I'm not born in Guyana. I grew up my whole life in America, but that will be another story. I'll let y'all know. But it worked out for me. I'm glad I went down there. It opened my eyes to a lot of things that was going on in my personal life that I'm not gonna mention, and it came out to be a good thing. I'm glad my daughter took her work seriously at school. My other two boys, they like school. She's the only one who gives me a very hard time with her schoolwork. I try my best to get her to like it because she needs the education more than the boys. Why? Because all, like, as a man, we still live in the man world. They don't have to go to college. They could be a fireman. They could be a policeman. They could be a plumber, electrician, a truck driver. Those jobs still exist right now. They don't have to. Men don't really have to go to college. They still could get a decent blue collar work in the United States. You still could make a living, a carpenter. A female, you don't want to do those type of jobs. A woman don't want to get her hands dirty. I wouldn't want to do those type of jobs. So she needs her books. She needs her education. She needs to work harder than a man. And that's why I try to explain to her. So that's pretty much it. I'm here in the U.S. right now. My son got into a charter school. I was going to send my daughter to a private school this September. And I'm going through a situation with a tenant. It looks like she's giving me a hard time. So I'm not going to be able to send her to private school. That was in the plans. And now I can't do it because of my situation with that. So I'll tell you about that story, but I can't because of legal reasons. So that will be another video, I will say. So I'll let y'all know later. That's pretty much it right now. So until next time, peace.